chosen ones. Listen closely. The world may not see your struggles, your patience, or the sacrifices you make in silence, but Allah sees everything. Every trial, every delay, every moment you felt overlooked is being carefully woven into a plan for your public reward. What you thought was hidden is about to shine for all to witness. In this video, I'm sharing 3 powerful lessons that will awaken your heart, strengthen your faith, and remind you that Allah is about to reward you publicly. Your time of triumph is closer than you think. Stay with me. Chosen ones, understand this clearly. Your patience is not a simple endurance. It is the very key that unlocks divine elevation, the sacred ladder that Allah Himself uses to raise you above the trials of this world. Every moment of waiting, every hardship that weighs heavily on your heart, every betrayal or disappointment that seemed unbearable is not wasted. It is a deliberate act of divine preparation. Remember, the greatest servants of Allah were tested beyond what anyone could imagine, yet their patience became the very reason they were elevated publicly. Prophet Ayub, peace be upon him, endured unimaginable pain, losing wealth, health, and family. Yet he did not complain nor turn away from Allah. His patience was not passive. It was active. It was deep. It was a steadfast trust that Allah's wisdom and justice were absolute, even when nothing in the world made sense. Similarly, your patience today is a silent declaration of faith, a hidden strength that the world may not recognize yet, but the angels record and the heavens celebrate. Every delayed dua, every unanswered prayer, every trial that seems endless is refining your soul, purifying your intentions, and preparing you for a reward that will not only astonish those who doubted you, but will be a testimony to Allah's perfect justice. Do not measure your progress by worldly signs. Measure it by your ability to remain steadfast in trust, to continue doing good in secret, and to uphold sincerity even when there is no immediate recognition. Your patience is a magnet for divine elevation, and when Allah decides to reveal your reward publicly, it will be so profound that it will leave the world in awe, as if saying, "This is what happens when a servant of Allah truly trusts Him in every unseen moment." Understand that patience is not about waiting for time to pass. It is about aligning your heart with Allah's timing, submitting fully, and believing that no hardship is wasted, no tear goes unnoticed, and no trial is meaningless. The strength you cultivate in silence, the resilience you build in solitude, and the faith you maintain when the world doubts you, all of it converges into a public elevation that is uniquely yours. You are being prepared to rise above envy, gossip, and disbelief, to stand in a position where your patience becomes your crown, your trials become your testimony, and your perseverance becomes a living miracle of Allah's mercy and justice. Know this: the longer you wait, the higher Allah will elevate you, the louder your public reward will be, and the more undeniable your position will become in this world as a servant chosen for divine favor. Do not despair when recognition seems delayed. Every second of endurance strengthens your soul, aligns your destiny, and places you on a path where patience is transformed into glory, silence into celebration, and trials into triumphs that testify to Allah's perfect plan. Chosen ones, listen carefully, for this is a truth that will uplift your heart and strengthen your resolve. Every act of goodness you perform, every prayer offered in solitude, every act of kindness done without recognition is being multiplied in secret by Allah in ways that the human eye cannot perceive and the mind cannot fully comprehend. Even when it feels as if the world does not see your efforts, even when your patience goes unnoticed and your sincerity is overlooked, know that Allah is keeping meticulous account of every deed, and He multiplies the reward for the hidden, the quiet, and the selfless. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that Allah does not look at the outward forms of people, their wealth, or their status, but He looks at the hearts and the intentions behind every action. Sahih Muslim. This means that the quiet supplications you whisper at night, the extra prayers you offer when no one is watching, the hidden charity you give to lift someone's burden, the gentle smile extended to someone who cannot repay you. These are treasures being stored in the heavens, multiplied in secret, and prepared to manifest in ways that will astonish you and everyone around you. Do not underestimate the power of sincerity. It is the unseen purity of your intention that transforms ordinary acts into extraordinary blessings, turning small deeds into monumental rewards, and silent struggles into monumental victories. Just as Allah multiplied the deeds of the Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, and the early believers in ways unseen to their enemies, your consistent devotion and quiet righteousness are building a foundation for public blessings, a testimony of Allah's justice that will one day be revealed before those who doubted you. The world measures success by recognition, applause, and tangible results, but the heavens measure success by faith, integrity, and sincerity. Every tear you shed for the sake of Allah, every fast kept in privacy, every effort to help others without expectation, these are accumulating in ways that are beyond worldly calculation, forming a spiritual wealth that no one can touch and no one can diminish. Chosen ones, remain steadfast in your hidden acts of devotion, for they are the seeds of your public elevation. The recognition you long for is coming, but it will not come through boasting or human validation. It will come as a divine unveiling, a moment where the invisible efforts of your heart are multiplied and revealed in a way so powerful that even those who ignored or doubted you will see that your reward was never delayed, your efforts were never wasted, and your patience and sincerity were the keys that unlocked blessings beyond imagination. So continue, quietly, diligently, and with complete sincerity, because Allah's multiplication of your deeds is a promise that cannot fail, and the reward that awaits you will be a living testament to the invisible devotion, the secret struggles, and the steadfast faith of a servant chosen by Allah to witness miracles both hidden and manifest. Chosen ones, open your heart to this divine reality. The trials, the setbacks, the moments of loneliness, the whispers of doubt from others, and even the moments when your own heart questioned your path, have all been meticulously orchestrated by Allah to set the stage for a triumph so profound that it will not only transform your life, but serve as a clear and undeniable testament of His limitless power and perfect justice. The world may have overlooked you, mocked your efforts, and even dismissed your faith, but every hardship you endured was a part of a divine design that no human eye could see, preparing you for a moment where your elevation will be so unmistakable that disbelief, envy, and doubt will crumble at the reality of Allah's perfect timing. Remember, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, who was betrayed by his brothers, falsely accused, imprisoned, and left in the depths of despair. Yet every moment of his struggle was a part of Allah's plan to elevate him publicly, to show the world the miraculous unfolding of divine wisdom. Your life too follows this pattern. Your patience, your hidden acts of devotion, your unwavering trust in Allah even when nothing seems to go right, are all the unseen forces building a foundation for public recognition and triumph. The triumph you are about to receive will not come through human approval or worldly connections, but as a direct manifestation of Allah's justice, mercy, and boundless power, visible to everyone, believers, skeptics, and even those who doubted your worth, so that they may witness the truth, that Allah lifts His chosen ones, honors their patience, and publicly rewards those whose hearts remain steadfast in faith. This elevation will serve as a living example that sincerity, devotion, and patience are never in vain, that no tear shed in secret goes unnoticed, and that no struggle endured for the sake of Allah's pleasure is wasted. You will stand as a testimony that the unseen struggles, the silent prayers, the long waits, and the hidden sacrifices all converge to create a moment where Allah's glory is revealed through your life, a moment so powerful that it will leave observers in awe, hearts humbled, and souls inspired to trust in the one who orchestrates every detail of our existence. Your public triumph will not only honor you, it will elevate the truth of faith itself, showing that true success is rooted in Allah's timing and divine plan, not in fleeting human validation. It will inspire generations, serve as a beacon for the faithful, and remind everyone that patience, sincerity, and trust in Allah are the ultimate keys to overcoming the trials of this world. The universe itself conspires with your steadfast heart, aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities in ways you cannot yet imagine, all preparing a stage for your victory that will be witnessed by many, chosen ones. When this triumph manifests, it will validate every moment you felt unseen, reassure you that your prayers were always heard, and make the world see, beyond a shadow of doubt, that Allah's power is absolute, His justice is flawless, and His chosen servants will always rise at the appointed time, publicly, gloriously, and unmistakably. Hold on to this truth, nurture your faith, and prepare to walk into the public recognition that has been written for you since eternity, because your life is about to become a miraculous testament of divine glory, a shining example that patience, perseverance, and devotion always lead to triumph, and that Allah's chosen ones are lifted in ways the world cannot ignore, showcasing the undeniable proof of His wisdom, mercy, and unmatched power. Chosen ones, now you know the truth. Your patience, your hidden deeds, and the struggles you endured were never wasted. Allah has been preparing you for a public triumph that will leave the world in awe and serve as a living testament of His justice, mercy, and unmatched power. Remember, every tear, every moment of silence, every hidden act of devotion is building the foundation for your elevation. And soon, those who doubted you will witness what Allah has been orchestrating all along. Do not rush, do not despair, and do not let the impatience of the world shake your faith, because Allah's timing is perfect, and your reward will be revealed at the exact moment it is meant to be, publicly and gloriously. Let this be your reminder. The chosen ones are not lifted by chance, by luck, or by human approval. They are lifted by Allah Himself. So continue to hold on to faith, remain steadfast in patience, and walk in sincerity, knowing that your time of recognition, triumph, and honor is imminent. When it comes, it will be undeniable, transformative, and a testimony for all to see that Allah rewards those He loves in ways the world cannot imagine.